Alright you guys, welcome back once again to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to react to another animated horror short here, okay? Because I really have not seen these in a while. And this one here is by Romero. If you guys don't remember, I reacted already a while ago to this film called Other Lily. And I remember the animation mentioned his name, David Romero. So I really did enjoy his animation. And I'm sure he has so many more animated shorts that maybe a lot of you guys are familiar with, but in this case I'm still kind of discovering channels here and there. So I really have enjoyed his style of animation, and I'm really excited to see this one here. This one here is called Pleasant Inn. Alright, and it is once again by David Romero, and it is actually his channel, I believe. So I am subscribed to that, and I am definitely excited to see more of his content. So in the meantime, I'm going to check this out. If you guys want to watch this on your own time, you can click in the link in the description down below and have a watch later on your own, unless you want to check this out with me, and I can give you my thoughts right after. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it at the very end. Alright, and also check out my time-lapse art. I just uploaded my speed drawing for my car. If you guys want to check that out, I would really appreciate it. Alright you guys, let's go ahead and jump in. Let's get scared. Ooh, pitch black. Oh, don't stop. Oh, why did you stop? By the way, I do got to tell you guys, a couple of weeks back, I was driving back from this guy's house at like late night. One of my clients I was painting a mural for, and I was driving, and I saw this guy on a really, it was a pitch black, dark, like really lonely road with no lights, nothing like that. And it was a guy like with no shirt on, no pants on. Looks like he was like wearing briefs. Probably got kicked out of his house, I don't know. But he was just walking outside in the middle of the dark road where there's nothing around. It's just surrounded by fields of trees and like just continuous trees all throughout that road until of course you get to an end point, and then you get to a town, to a city. But it was so scary, man. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna stop. I mean, I've seen like a poor lost dog out there in a dark road, but when I saw this guy here, man, that was a whole different feeling. I've never had that happen to me. So when I was driving back that night, man, I was just like, I wonder what the story behind that was. I was always thinking kind of like through and through, like what happened to this person? Why are they walking completely shirtless and pantless outside in the dark? It was like, I don't know, like 9 p.m. and he was just walking out there. It wasn't super late, but yeah, that dark road, I mean, you want to stay away from that. I don't know, you never know what's in between those trees too. So, but yeah, guy was just walking out there, and it was really scary, really creepy too. All right, let's continue. No. Oh my God. You keep driving. You see that they stopped moving too. Oh, she's in a hotel thing. Oh, she works at a hotel. Oh, never mind. I like that gesture of her like fixing her bag on her shirt, the strap of the bag on her shoulder. Very realistic. This animation's really amazing, man. This looks so good. With the like stop motion movement, you know? Kind of going on there. She's waiting out there. Oh God. There's the person. Oh my God. Look at the walk. Oh my God. The way she was shoving her against the wall. Oh, she possessed her. Oh no. Yeah. Good job.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
What? Oh my God. That is terrifying. Oh, Jesus. What? Oh, look at the environment. How sketchy it looks there. Chop his head off too? Oh my God, it did. It just like decapitates people and decapitates people's heads. Holy smokes. Oh, it's in there. It's in there. It's not in there. Wow. Keep driving, girl. Oh my, look at the eye dangling. Oh. Jesus, it's gonna take that guy's body. Oh, it is. Oh my God. Look at that. I cannot believe this. That's what it does. This is very much. Oh, I'm gonna say it after, because I don't want to talk too much here. Oh no. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that was disturbing. Oh, good job, David Romero. Wow. All right, you guys, there you have it. That was Pleasant Inn. Oh my God, there was nothing, absolutely nothing pleasant about this location. I don't know why it was called that, but I mean, I cannot believe how well this was drawn, how well this was made. Oh my gosh, the terror, just like the location itself, the pitch darkness around the motel. That's like the only source of light in the middle of nowhere. That was so well done. Oh my gosh, so well done. I mean, this was so similar. I don't know if this was inspired by it, but this was very similar to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, right? It takes place in the like in the middle of nowhere, and then, well, of course, at the end of the story, you have the main character surprisingly surviving this threat, whatever this thing was. Jesus, it was really disturbing, like some kind of insect, monstrous alien thing. I don't know, but it was just, yeah, really, really well designed, disturbing creature. I really, really love this. So let's just start with the whole sequence of events here. I mean, this first of all, we get this, like, we start with this drive at night, with this woman driving, of course, to this hotel. But she sees this like person, this stranger walking in the road. And again, I had to pause it just to kind of tell you guys my experience on that. It was very creepy. Okay, I mean, it's so pitch black in these back roads sometimes, that if you see something, it'll appear suddenly. Especially if it's something like something like with a bright color, or something like that. It'll appear instantly, and it sort of like kind of throws you off a little bit. You know what I mean? So that happened to me there, and so when I saw this, I remember that right away. So with this character, she obviously makes the right decision and doesn't stop for this person, and then just keeps driving. I was very nervous about that part of the story there, because I mean, you immediately feel sympathy. That's our human, nature. There, we want to help others and things like that. So you immediately feel sympathy for somebody that's walking alone at night, especially if it's a woman. So I mean, you just feel like the worst can happen to a woman, to both. But I think the worst can happen to a woman, and I just feel like that was an easy. What is it? That could have been an easy mistake right there, but she did not go for it, and she just kept driving. Thank God. And she gets to the motel, or the hotel where she's staying, right? Looks like a motel, and where she's staying, and she's this young girl outside on her laptop, just wave at each other. That was a nice little warm moment with this really cold, dark environment. Very nice warm moment there. And then of course she walks into her room, and this is when all goes bad, because eventually this person that she drove past approaches now the motel where this other woman that was driving is located at. And so of course that thing identifies its first victim there. And oh my gosh, the animation here, the movement of this thing. Obviously this used to be a human being. I mean, that is terrifying. That is very scary. God knows what it did to get into this, what previously happened. We know how it gets into the victims, but I mean, like, what was happening before this human being was taken over by this thing. So, oh my God, I don't know. I have so much imagination going on here, but for like a backstory. But so you get this corpse now with this insect taking over, walking towards this young lady outside with a laptop, and very, very, creepy zombie-ish type of movement. Oh my God, excellent job, David Romero. I really love this animation style. So, approaches the young lady, and of course kills her. But we get this scream where she's running away, but then it cuts to the girl in the motel, like sleeping, and she wakes up. And then it cuts back to outside where where it's not showing the whole thing. It's just kind of showing like the top of the other woman's head that's being attacked, of like the redhead. And she's just being slammed on the wall, and just the way her body is just like, moving just like dead-ish now, or whatever, just weak and helpless, and still being slammed against the wall. And then of course we get this whole decapitating, sound effect, which was very, Jesus, it was so disturbing. And so this thing eventually crawls into her, and just the characteristics, the behavior of this creature once it's looking through the window, which, by the way, I don't know how this girl was sleeping with her blinds open, with her curtains open. But you know what? I understand that, because that adds to the horror. That's our first, the first thing you're going to do at night is you're going to close all your curtains and your blinds, lock the doors, all of that. I'm glad she locked the door though. But I mean, sleeping with the curtains open, I mean, come on, you get some kind of creeper trying to spy in there. trying to look in there and maybe try to get in and steal something or whatever, or God knows what. But yeah, and then we get this thing like looking through the open window there, or through the window with the open curtains in the inside, and it was just the most unsettling stare. I mean, we get this thing where it takes off its head now, and then it's just like you see the body connected to the victim's head, and this was something like, okay, now I didn't want to interrupt the video here, but I didn't do it. I just wanted to wait till after when I give you guys my thoughts, which is now. It reminded me of the Dead Space game. I mean, if you guys ever played Dead Space, this is very similar. And I don't remember the guy that created the game, but I mean, he's a genius as well. I mean, wow, that's he did such a good job creating these stories and these characters. But I love how this was very relatable to that game. You have these like insect things or these creature things as well in the game where they crawl into the body and they revive the body and they take control over the body, right? Even though the person's dead already, but these things just kind of take control over it and then just kind of start driving around the system, the body or whatever. And yeah, I thought that was very relatable to that, and I really loved that, man. That was very creepy, So we finally see like its reveal of this insect, and it's trying to break into the hotel or the room there, and the woman makes a good choice and escapes through the back window. Excellent job there. I was just cheering for that main character, man. I was like, yes, good job. She's making excellent choices. And of course, first she tries to call, or she calls the motel owner, right? Which he comes out eventually and just like shoots at it or something. I don't know if she gets a hold of him, but she like makes a phone call pretty quick, and then eventually she runs out the window, right? And then of course we get this what is it? This gunshot all of a sudden, like hitting this creature in the window. Turns back and it's the motel owner, and of course the situation results unfortunate for him too, because he also gets killed by this thing, and gets decapitated and all of that. And then just, oh my god, just the shots that are taken around the darkness there, where the only source of light, everything is happening where the light is, which is so good, but everything else is just pitch black. And so this girl, when she gets out of the back window, she's running through like an alley or something, like through the side of the hotel or something, and it just looks so good. It looks really dark, and that's how I want to capture. Well, I feel like I'm close enough. I mean, that's how I really want to capture like my art when it comes to horror, or my comics and things like that. I mean, I just really was inspired by just this environment. It was so well done. And she's running through this dark alley, through the dark side of the building there, and eventually she gets to the front of the motel again, goes around it, right, and then gets to the front where she sees the car, and of course runs to it, hops in there, and then of course this thing comes and tries to attack her. I was like, this thing's gonna be in the car and it's endgame right there. But no, I mean, this is okay. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I saw this happen in a movie, where this thing is like something, the threat or whatever is in the back of the car as soon as this person gets in, and then it's just all over. That's usually what happens. Is like they don't check the car before they get in. But I guess panic and all that, like adrenaline, you can't really process things very well. So I mean, she just runs into the car and then just tries to turn it on and all that, successfully turns it on, and then just backs away and peels out of there. And I was like, oh, bravo, yes! I was so happy that she survived, man. I was just like, yes, we don't even get this. Usually, the main character, no matter how hard they try, they die at the end. So I was just like, I'm so glad that this happened. Eventually, this creature can't catch up to her anymore. I was like, something's gonna happen where maybe this thing is gonna just catch up to her, maybe cling on to another car, or it's just really fast. I don't know. Like it's a really fast crawler. But no, it just turns around and goes back to the motel, and I just guessed it. This was gonna happen. I was like, oh gosh, because I saw it with the first victim, in front of the whole motel there. The young lady sitting in the front. I mean, does the same thing with this with the man, right? Crawls into the body, and just like the movement, you just see it, like his body just like almost like bubbling, like doing a wavy type of gesture, because it's like crawling in, and it was just really well done, man. I mean, I was terrified of this. I was disturbed. I was unsettled, but that's exactly what I wanted to feel. You know what I mean? This is what I look for in these, not just like getting scared, but like, grotesque scenes and like just disturbing things. I love to watch all of that, So I think David Romero did such a good job with that, with it like crawling into the body, and eventually it repeats the same thing over again. Just like we saw in the beginning, right? Where it goes back into the road and waits for its next victim in the form of a human. Which I was like, that thing is genius, you know? I mean, who knows where it even came from? That thing, right? It looked like, what is it? I can't even think of the bug name, you guys. Let me know what these bugs are called, but they got little choppers in the back tail, right? They're really long. I can't even think right now. They look like, yeah, no, I can't think. My mind's going blank right now. But y'all know what I mean. In Spanish, they're called tijerillas. That's what we call them, tijerillas. So I'll probably do some research after that and find their actual name. You'll probably see it right here somewhere in the screen. Maybe down here, maybe up there. I don't know. But yeah, maybe if you guys can let me know. You can still drop it in the comments even if you see it on here. You know, I don't know. It's up to you guys. But yeah, I think I'll find it. Or I probably already did. Anyways, the point is that it looks like this type of bug that I know of. And just because of that like end of the tail, and I was just like, oh yeah, it's probably inspired by that. But I don't know, man. It was so well designed, and the movement of it, the screechiness of its like, you know, of its sounds that it makes, really well done. Its speed, the way like it was moving, by the way, when the man was shooting at it, also well done. This thing was so fast, and the guy I guess couldn't get a shot, you know, and that's when it got to him and all that. But I mean, we saw a couple of movements and its behavior, and I'm really glad that you know, we got shown a little bit of that. That would have been great. Like, not like the last reaction I saw, this creepy monster too that I saw with the found footage, right, with the back rooms in the abandoned carrier. I wish we would have saw a little bit more of that monster right there, you know, because it looked creepy, like interesting, you know, well designed. But we just saw a little bit of it, you know, and all of that. But I love things that are just unnaturally, like they move unnaturally. They're so scrawny, they're so slender, and they're fast. You know, like all this type of wavy, you know, unnatural movement they make when they're walking. I love all that. So well done, David Romero. I really enjoy your work, man, and I'm really inspired as an artist here as well. So thank you so much for making this for us. Thank you guys for watching this with me, and I will see you guys on the next reaction. Before I head out of here, let me know your thoughts on this, what you thought. Okay, what scene stood out to you, and maybe if you can think of another one that you know is similar to this one, or that inspired you to watch more horror, and you want to recommend it or share it with me, go ahead and drop it in the comments, you know, and I will check that out for you guys. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this with me today, and I will see you in the next reaction. Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Subscribe.